Do what feels good for your body today. Do what feels sweet, what feels kind, what feels loving. And in order to figure that out as we start to move, that means that this practice becomes one of deep listening to your body and how your body has shown up onto the mat this morning. Since it's 7 a.m. on the Pacific Coast, I'm guessing most of you haven't moved around a lot yet. And so especially listening to the body at the beginning of the practice and allowing yourself to be soft and ease into it slowly is key to coming out of the practice feeling better than when you came in. And that's my goal for you all. So on that note, let's start in child's pose with the knees out as wide as your mat. And with the arms stretched forward and the elbows soft, resting on the ground. Forehead can be down on the ground, and you can rock it a few times left and right. It might feel nice and juicy to sway your hips side to side a few times and rock your forehead left and right a few times. If you haven't already started the playlist, go ahead and do so. And if this posture doesn't feel good for you, you can always bring a bolster, or if you have a pillow, underneath your bum so that you have a little bit more grounding. So let's start the practice this morning. I'm sorry, I just realized I don't have my AirPods in. So let's start the practice by connecting with our breath. Noticing the quality of your breath this morning. Just noticing if the breath is flowing freely and smoothly, or if you feel a little restricted. And if you feel that restriction, starting to pay attention to where the breath is feeling blocked or a little stifled, and seeing if you can send your attention and thus usher your breath to those places. And not being confined by the physical or anatomical places where we talk about breath, like our lungs and our diaphragm, but envisioning and starting to feel for your breath actually entering into all of the nooks and crannies of your body. So entering into your hip space, entering into your toes and your fingertips and your shoulders. Starting to infuse the body with the breath as a way of cleansing and rinsing in your body, as a way of creating space in your body. So that combining our breath in this physical movement becomes a way to create more space throughout the body. Let's take a big breath into your lower back and mid back. And exhale through the mouth, let it go. 2 more like that. Big breath into your kidney space, the back of the heart. And exhale through the mouth, sigh it out. 1 more big breath in, the biggest breath of your day. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. And then let's get active with the hands. So spread the fingers wide, crawl the fingertips forward so we stretch the side bodies, but the hips are still rooted to the heels. Take another inhale here. And then exhale, walk your hands off of the mat to the left. So they're off of the mat completely, the hips still resting on the heels, but we stretch the right side body long. Press actively into your right hand so that the right hip presses back down to the heel. Try to soften in the shoulders. Maybe your chin is resting on the knee. Take another big breath into your intercostal muscles, the space between each vertebrae or each rib cage. And then on your next inhale, walk the hands back to center. Keep the body low. Walk your hands off of your mat to the right.
Let the chin rest on the knee or maybe even forehead down to the ground if you're super flexible this morning. Soften the shoulders, but still actively press the left hand into the earth. Maybe the eyes are still closed. Take one more big breath into your left side body. And exhale, let it out. Inhale, walk the hands back to center. We'll play with rolling camel, which I think we did last time. So walk your hands all the way off of the mat to the left again. Keep walking the hands back so that the left hand connects to the left heel. And then lift the hips up so that they come over the knees as you sweep the right arm back past your right ear. Pressing the hips forward. If it's too hard to keep the left hand on the left heel, then bring your left hand just to your lower back on the left side and push your hips forward. Use your core strength to lift the torso. Drop the head back. Breathe into your front body. Feel the right side body as well as the front body open up. Soften the shoulders. Take one more big breath into your front body. And then exhale, let the hips dip low as you sweep the right arm forward and then to the right. Left arm follows, right hand catches the right heel. As you inhale, lift the hips, lift the heart, and sweep the left arm back. Again, modify by bringing the right hand to the back right hip and push your hips forward. Try to relax the shoulders, open up the heart space, belly drawing in to support the lower back. And then let's work a couple more times. So sweep the left arm to the right, dip the hips low. Inhale, catch the heel, reach the right arm back as you lift the hips and lift the heart. Drop your head back if that's comfortable. Exhale straight away. We'll work one breath with one movement. Hips come down, sweep the right arm to the right heel, sweep the left arm up past your ear. One more time, sweep to the left arm, and then the right arm follows. Lift as you inhale, stretching the right side body. And exhale last time to the right, hips lower, right hand catches right heel, left arm sweeps up and back. And then exhale, come back into your child's pose. So the hips come back down, hands extend forward to the top of the mat. And take a moment to feel the lengthening of the front body and side bodies and perhaps a little compression of the lower back. Let's inhale to rise up into a cat shape. So slide the hands back a little bit, shoulders come over the wrists, bring the knees underneath the hips, and then straight away come into your cow pose. Pressing into the tops of the feet, pull your heart through your biceps and gaze to the corner of the room. And then draw the belly in, round the back of the heart, press into the fingertips and hold here in your cat. So we tuck the tailbone under, we round the back of the heart, and we feel lengthening of the lower back. Shake your head no and nod it yes to relax the muscles of your neck. And then let's work our cat-cow 2 more times. So inhale, open up the cow, spread the sit bones wide, belly drops, gaze to the sky. Exhale, tailbone tucks, belly draws in, round back of heart, press into the fingertips as well as the top of the feet. Inhale one more time, back into your cow shape, sit bones rise, heart lifts. Exhale into your cat, press into the fingertips, let that press the back of the heart to the sky. And then we'll neutralize here. So let the tailbone lift back up to the sky, look straight down between your thumbs, and then walk your hands forward. So keep the hips oriented over the knees as they are, and find Anahata. Bring the chin or forehead down to the ground. Chin is a little bit more if you're open in the shoulders. Forehead otherwise is down on the ground. So your heart space opening, and there's compression now between your shoulder blades, the upper back, but lengthening of the lower back. Press into the tops of the feet. See if you can flare your sit bones wide. So it's not very elegant to say, but spread your butt wide is what I mean. And see if when you do that, you can feel more length in your lower back. And then if you have the eyes closed, go ahead and open them up. We're going to slide our bodies forward and find Sphinx pose. So the hips come down, slide the feet back, press into the tops of the feet. Shoulders are over the elbows. Spread the fingers wide, and then energetically try to pull your body forward towards the top of the mat by pulling the elbows towards the hips. Heart lifts and rises, crown of the head lifts. Drop your chin now to your sternum, but keep your heart space open. And then bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Breathe into the right side of the neck. Open up your mouth, close your eyes down. Keep pressing into the tops of the feet. so that the kneecaps lift off of the ground. Chin comes back to the sternum, and let your next inhale open up as you bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Open up the left side of the neck. Keep pressing actively into the tops of the feet. Keep drawing the belly in to support your lower back. And then draw the chin back to the sternum. Let the chin now come down to the ground. Hands slide back where your elbows were, just along your side bones or side body. And then press your way up and back into child's pose. Tuck the toes, let's make it active. So press into the hands, press the hips actively towards the heels. Sway the body left and right a few times. Take a big breath into your kidney space again. And exhale through the mouth, sigh it out. And then look forward at the top of the mat, press into the fingertips. We'll slow rise up into your down dog. If you need to modify, stay on your knees. If you're in tabletop pose. And if you're in down dog, go ahead and walk it out a few times, bending one leg and the other. Shake your head no again. I always try to encourage everyone to take tension out of the neck by letting the head be heavy and shaking it no and yes. Let the heels drop heavy to the ground. Press into the fingertips. Draw the belly in and slide the shoulders towards the hips. Take a big breath in. Press into the base of the first finger and thumb to take weight off of the wrists. And then we'll inhale, lift the heels high to sky, grip the earth, wave forward to plank pose, bend the knees and bring them down to the ground. Lift the heart, lift the tailbone so it's scalp shape again. And then exhale, everybody, heart forward and down, elbows hug along the side bodies. This is your chaturanga variation. So booty stays high, heart is down on the ground. Untuck your toes, glide forward, low cobra. Press into the tops of the feet, keep squeezing the shoulder blades together as you lift the heart. Tuck the toes as you let the chin come back down to the ground. Press your way back into child's pose and down dog. So again, you can modify that by staying on the knees and skipping the down dog. We'll work that slow 2 more times. So inhale, lift the heels, wave forward to plank, rounding the back of the heart. Knees down, keep the toes tucked, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, come into your cow shape as you inhale. Exhale, chin and chest come down to the ground. My elbows touch the side bodies. Inhale, untuck the toes, glide forward into lower high cobra, and then tuck the toes again through child's pose into down dog or tabletop. One more time, move slow and mindfully in these transitions. Exhale, knees down, keep the toes tucked, chin and chest come down to the ground. Inhale, untuck the toes, glide forward. Maybe you're ready for up dog, thighs off of the ground and arms are straight. Roll over the toes if you're in up dog, find down dog straight away. Shake your head no, yogis, and nod it yes. Belly draws in. Lift the heels high to sky. Slow motion, wave forward to plank pose. Try to round as much as you can. Exhale, this time, everyone drop the hips low towards the wrist, press into the fingertips. So it's up dog, toes tucked. Try not to go as low as you might later in the practice because we're still working the lower back. Take your right knee now to your nose. Give it a kiss. Inhale, right leg high to sky. Press the right heel away from you. And then stack your hips and open up. Again, you can be on your left knee here, modifying in a tabletop. Bring the right knee into the chest, out wide and up high to sky. Take 2 more big hip rolls here. After the third one, press the right knee away from you, drop the left heel. Take an inhale into your right side body. Exhale, right knee comes high to the right shoulder, shift forward, flying plank. Inhale, rise, stack and open. Knee comes underneath the body to the left shoulder. Last time, lift the right leg high, stack and open. Knee to nose is your exhale, foot between hands. Left knee comes down to the ground. Inhale for your Anjaneyasana. Keep the back toes tucked. So slide forward on the left leg, or on the left knee rather, so you're off of the kneecap and you're on the fleshy part of your lower thigh. Lift the gaze now, look up, press the hips a little bit more forward. Take a big inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together. 2 more like that. Inhale, find length, come out of the hips a little bit. And then exhale, slide the elbows down the side bodies as you push your hips forward. One last time, inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms. At the bottom of the exhale, bind behind the back. Interlace fingers, palms, try to press together. And then as much as is accessible to you, straighten out the arms as you lift the gaze to the sky. Try to lift your fists away from the left thigh as well. That will give you a little bit more sensation and opening across your collarbones and your heart space. Take one more big breath here into your left psoas. And then as you exhale, keep the bind, but straighten out the right leg. So half Hanuman with a bind. Press the right heel a little bit more forward. Keep hips situated over the left knee and try to kiss your right toes. Drawing the belly in and straight, or keeping the lower spine straight by reaching the heart forward. Squeeze the inner thighs and notice that your balance is precarious here. Allow it to be precarious. Allow the body to constantly be recalibrating its balance. And if you fall out, of course, unbind as you do, and come back in when you can. The more you flex the toes and activate the right quadricep, the more stability you'll find. All right. Plant the right foot, then release your bind, bring the hips forward. Left hand comes down, sweep the right arm forward, and then up high to sky. So a revolved modified lunge or runners. Pull the left shoulder back and pull your right knee towards your heart. So right knee is over the right ankle. Look up at your right hand, but keep the shoulders soft. Press into the right foot now and rise up, revolved modified crescent pose. Shoulders come over the hips. Press the right knee forward a little bit so it stays over the ankle, and then look back at your right hand, or at least towards the right hand. Take an inhale there. And then exhale, right hand comes to the left thigh. Maybe now you can push the hips even more forward. Left arm sweeps back. So it's the same left side body feeling that we found in our rolling camel. Let the gaze be easy down towards the ground past your right shoulder. Here's a great time to modify by bringing a pillow underneath your left knee or doubling up your mat if you need to. Take one more inhale. Exhale, left elbow now comes outside of the right knee. Right hand connects to the left. Push into the left hand so much that the thumbs now connect to your heart. Shoulders away from the ears, or the sternum rather. Right knee is over the right ankle. Feel the twist in the base and middle of the spine. Gaze where is comfortable for your neck. Take it further if you'd like to. Fly the arms. Left arm reaches down, doesn't need to touch the ground. Right arm is straight up high to the sky. Everyone that's flying, think that you're palming a basketball with the right hand. So the fingers spread wide and you're pressing into the air with your fingertips. And then we'll all open up into modified warrior two. So sweep the left arm back, kickstand the left foot to the right of the mat, heel toe your right foot over so that it's in line with your left knee. So heel to knee alignment. Push the right shin forward, stretch both arms wide. See if you can tuck your tailbone, tailbone towards your left knee. Breathe here, feel the inner thighs activated. And then press the right leg to straighten. Left hand comes down at the back of the mat. Sweep the right arm back and then pull it towards the right side of your mat. So behind you, thumb points away from you. Palm faces down. Breathe into the right side body, excuse me. You can let your left ear drop to the left shoulder. Beautiful. And then press in, right toes point to the top of the mat, bend into the right leg, rise back up. We'll find modified extended side angle. So elbow rests on the knee or hand to the earth. Left arm sweeps overhead to the right, or to the top of the mat. And then bring the left hand down inside of the right hand. Heel toe your right foot over. Let's go ahead and get off of the knee. So tuck the back toes and lift off of the knee. Come forward and backwards on the back foot. Keep squeezing the right knee into the right shoulder for now. So this is high lizard. And then come onto the knife edge of the right foot. Let the right knee come out wide. Notice the difference with the hip open versus closed. Keep integrity of the left leg. So the left leg's still strong, left quadricep still strong. Hips are not dipping low, just we're opening up the right hip by splaying out the right knee. Beautiful. And then bring the left knee down to the ground, hug the right knee back in, sweep the right arm forward up high to sky, bend the left leg, take the bind if that's available to you. So catching the outside of the foot. If it's not available, then reach back and you're working your hamstring strength rather, reaching back, someday connecting. You can also use a prop if you've got a strap or a tie or a belt available to you, you can wrap it around your foot. If you have a modification that allows you to bind, or you have the bind itself, push the foot into the hand or into your towel to open up the shoulder and left psoas a little bit more. And then gently release. The right hand's going to come inside of the right foot as you tuck the back toes. Lift up, we'll all step forward into Malasana, a hip opening here. So feet as wide as the mat. If you need to modify, you can come only halfway down into what is more of like a quarterback stance. Otherwise, try to bring the hips low and push your pelvis forward. If your heels are lifting off of the ground and you've got blocks or pillows, you can bring the heels onto the blocks or play with bringing the feet out wider. Whatever mudra you'd like with your hands. I personally always like to bring the backs of my hands together just to give the wrists a little bit of a break, thumbs pointing outward. But wherever you are, whatever modification you're taking, think pelvis forward, a little bit of buoyancy in your pelvic floor. So you're lifting up Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, like you're trying to stop the flow of peace. So this upward balance, buoyancy here, and then heart forward, crown of the head lifting. Close your eyes down again, let the chin drop to the sternum. Another neck roll. So send the left ear to the left shoulder. Keep pushing elbows into the knees. Close your eyes, open up the mouth. Chin back to sternum. Right ear now to the right shoulder. Maybe you lift the chin a little bit this time towards the sky. Notice how you get opening in the front of the neck. And then exhale, chin back to sternum. Everybody release what you've got. Hands down to the ground. Lift the hips, heel toe feet in, hip distance apart. Take an inhale here, hands to stay on the earth or slide to your shins. Try to traction the spine. Find length here from crown of the head to the tailbone. And then exhale, everyone take the backs of the ankles. See if you can bring the elbows behind the knees. And if you need to bend the legs a whole lot to make that happen, then do so. So bend as much as you need to, bring the elbows behind the knees. That means you might be in a full seat position, like chair, and that's A-okay. Wherever you've landed in your body, allow that to be your experience today and start to go into that place of listening of how this posture feels, where you feel the sensation. And can you send your breath and attention to those places and allow them, encourage them to soften. Shake your head no and nod a yes. Take a breath into your lower back now. And then exhale, sight out through the mouth. And then release the hands so they come down to the ground or to your shins. Inhale, rise up, halfway lift, pull belly to spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to down dog. Press the heart to the thighs, heels press to the ground. Roll the shoulders away from each other, armpits to the ground. And then see if you can lift your tailbone to the sky just a little bit more. And notice how that automatically invites a little bit more opening in your hamstring sensation there, as well as in your calves. Take a moment to notice left and right. Right side body having opened and worked. Let's even our bodies out. Lift the heels high to sky. Grip the earth, wave forward to plank pose. Exhale, drop your hips towards the wrist. Maybe you come into a deeper back bend this time. Inhale into your heart space, lift the crown of the head. Exhale, left knee comes to the nose, give it a kiss. Inhale, left leg high to sky, press the heel away from you, straight away. Stack your hips and open up, keep the shoulders level. Take 3 hip circles here, draw the knee into the chest, out wide and up high to sky. Try to make them as big as possible. Again, if you're modifying, right knee is on the ground and you can still do these hip rolls. Take an inhale into left side body after the third one. Exhale, left knee high to the left shoulder, shift forward, look forward. Inhale, rise, stack and open. Knee comes underneath the body and touches the right shoulder. Maybe it's close to the elbow, but the shoulder is where we aim. Inhale, rise, stack and open. Knee comes to nose, round the back of the heart. Try to place the heel down between your hands first. Bring the right knee down, keep back toes tucked. Inhale as your Anjaneyasana. And then exhale, settle the hips forward. Lift the gaze now towards the corner of the room. So not straight up, but just soft towards the corner where the wall meets the ceiling. Take an inhale into the side bodies and then exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades, let the hips melt forward. 2 more. Inhale, press out of it a little bit. Exhale, elbows down the side bodies. Think about doing lat pull downs at the gym. You want to feel the triceps and your side bodies engaged. 1 more time, exhale, lat pull down. Sounds so bad when you say it that way in yoga though. Interlace fingers, opposite hand on top, so the awkward grip. Press the palms together as much as you can, and then let the hips come forward just a little bit. Lift the chest. Feel opening across your front body, across the collarbones and heart space, as well as your right psoas. And then straighten out the left leg, keep your bind. Slide the left heel forward, turn it into half Hanuman. So you'll notice again, the balance is a little precarious, a little bit wobbly. Keep pulling left hip back, keep flexing the left toes super strong. Belly drawing in and inner left thigh, stabilized or engaged will keep you stabilized. Next exhale. Plant the left foot, right hand comes down, left arm sweeps forward and up. Revolved runners, hug the left knee in, pull the right shoulder back away from your ear. Gaze up to the left hand if that's comfortable. If not, gaze to the wall or to the ground. Press actively into the left foot, and then inhale, rise up, revolved modified crescent. Push the hips a little bit forward so left knee is over the left ankle. Look back at your left hand if you can. Twisting from the mid part of the spine. Take another inhale into the length of the arms. And then exhale, let the left hand land on the right thigh. Sweep the right arm back. Push your hips forward as much as is comfortable, but still try to feel like you're wearing a corset, so knitting the rib cage in. Take another big breath into your right side body. Exhale, elbow outside of the knee. Left hand presses into the right. Press so much that you come out of the hips a little bit, knee is still over the ankle, and thumbs come to the heart. I just heard lots of popping in my lower back. Maybe you experience that feeling as well. Keep squeezing inner thighs towards each other, pulling left knee towards right hip. Fly if that feels good for you. So left arm reaches up high to the sky, right arm reaches down towards the ground. Active with the left hand, again, like you're palming an imaginary basketball. Open up with your next inhale into warrior 2. So sweep the right arm forward, then back, then left arm forward. Heel toe the left foot over. We've got heel to knee alignment. Tuck tailbone under, press into the top of the back foot. That will also help alleviate any pressure on the right knee. Soften in the shoulders, but still active in the arms. As you inhale, straighten out the left leg. Right hand comes down with control using your oblique muscles. Reach the left arm overhead. Push your hips towards the right side of the mat. Let the head drop heavy. Feel left side body luxuriously long. Feel like I'm pulling your left hand away from your left toes. And then pivot the left toes back to face the top of the mat. Use your core strength to rise up, bend the left leg, modified extended side angle. So elbow to knee or hand to the ground, reach the right arm overhead. Keep tucking tailbone towards the right knee. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Next exhale, right hand comes down inside of the left hand, heel toe the left foot over, and pivot the back foot, lift the right knee off of the ground. Forward and backwards on the back foot, working opening of the sole of the foot. High lizard, engage your right quadricep here, and then hold. Let the left knee now splay out wide. We're opening up the left hip, but we're not jumping in the hips. We're not coming super forward. We're still being soft on the psoas. Engage your right quadricep. Press here into base of first finger and thumb. Take one more breath into your left hip. And then bring the right knee down to the ground. Left arm reaches forward, now up high to sky. See if you can take the bind on this side, catching the outside of the foot. Otherwise, use your prop. Or if you're extra lucky, you get to use this as a hamstring strengthener. So you're reaching back and using your hamstring strength to pull the heel in. If you do have the bind, use it as a quad opener, pressing the foot into the hand more. You'll find that that opens up the right psoas and opens up right quad. And then gently release. We all meet at the top of the mat into our malasana. So bringing the right foot outside of the right hand, hips dip low. Again, you can keep it high if you need to. Think about the buoyancy in the pelvic floor we talked about first, that we're lifting the spine tall. Push into the knife edges of the feet. Crown of the head lift high to the sky. Again, back of the hands together if you like that modification, and try to bring the pinkies to your sternum. Take one more big breath here. Exhale, release into the forward fold. Hands come down, hips come high to the sky. Heel toe the feet together. This time, take Padangusthasana, peace fingers, pointer finger, middle finger to the thumb, the toes, the big toes. Rise up halfway, lift, pull your belly in, and then exhale, forward fold. Shake your head no and nod it yes. So super juicy first flow. We took it slow and smooth, and notice how your body feels after this nourishing first round. Pour more weight into the toes, let the head be heavy. Again, bend the legs as much as you need to. Allow your heart to rest on your thighs. Notice any shifts in your energy level, in your mood. Notice any shifts in your breath. Are the places that we're feeling sticky or constricted more open? Release your toes, hands down to the earth or shins. As you inhale, rise up halfway, lift. We work the flow again without modifications unless you need to continue. So bring the hands down to the ground, step back straight away to our down dog. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Let's all take a big breath in through the nose. We'll flutter the lips like a horse as we exhale. Sounds like this. Do it so much that you actually spit on your mat. Let's do it again. Big inhale through the nose. And everything's better in threes, so let's just do one more. Do a high-pitched one this time. Big breath in. That wasn't high-pitched on my part, but hopefully yours was. All right, there's a reason for that. One, it's silly, which is good, but two, it actually massages and vibrates the muscles of your face, so it's good for your face. Let's move, yogis. As you inhale, lift the heels high to sky and wave forward to plank pose. Exhale, drop your hips into your up dog. As you inhale, press your heart and hips forward. Exhale, right knee comes to the nose. Give it a kiss. Inhale, right leg high to sky. Stack and open, press knee away from you. Exhale, right knee high to the right shoulder. Inhale, rise. Stack and open. Knee comes to the left shoulder, underneath the body. Inhale, rise. Stack and open. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back of the heart. Try to place your heel down first. Modify, bring left knee down. Otherwise, rise up to your crescent pose. Exhale to settle into the space. Lift the heart. Press left heel actively towards the back of the room. 3 times, work your side bodies. Elbows down as you exhale. Inhale, lift. 2 more times. Cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades down your back. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Press into the right foot. Exhale, elbows down the side bodies. Take the bind at the bottom of your inhale. Try to press the palms together. Keep them pressed as you extend the arms. Lift the fists away from the thigh and lift your heart. Bend a little bit more into the right leg. Take an inhale again. And then exhale, keep your bind. This is a balance challenge. Try to bring your heart forward, straighten out the right leg. and melt your heart down over your right leg. You might need to only come halfway down. That's totally fine. This should definitely feel super precarious on your balance. So if you're falling, you're in exactly the right place. Keep the belly drawing in though. Keep squeezing inner thighs towards each other. Keep pressing into the ball mound of your front foot. Take one more breath. And exhale as you let it go. Bend the right leg, left hand connects down to the ground, right arm sweeps forward and up. Revolved runners. Lift the left hip by activating your left quadricep. Push your right shin forward. See that your left shoulder is pulling away from your ear. Look down, pull it back. Press into the right foot even more as you inhale, rise up, revolve crescent pose. Try to keep the legs as they were, hips in line with the right knee. Look back at your right hand, watch it land on the back of your left thigh. Sweep the left arm back. Breathe beautiful space into the left side body. Gaze down for stability, but also ease on the neck. Exhale, elbow outside of the knee. Right hand presses into the left. Keep squeezing the inner thighs towards each other in order to stabilize. Press right hand so much into the left that the thumbs are at the heart space. Fly on your next inhale. Left arm reaches down, right arm extends to the sky. Maybe the hand touches down, maybe it doesn't. Activate your left quadricep again. Let the left heel drop down, open up, warrior two. Heel toe the right foot over. So now we've got heel to arch alignment. Push the right knee towards the right little toe and feel like your thighs are rolling to the right side of the mat. So we want external rotation. Tailbone now towards left heel. Take another exhale to push the right shin forward. And then inhale as reverse Trikonasana. Left hand down the left leg, paint the sky with the right. Feel length all the way down your right side body. From your armpits, down to your hips, down your quadricep to your toes. Inhale, rise up. We'll find Trikonasana here. So right hip draws back, right hand to your shin or to the earth or a block. Pull your shoulders back, pull right hip back. Feel like if both side bodies are lengthening here. Crown of the head reaches long away from the tailbone. If you've got a block or a modification, slide it with you. Bend into extended side angle. Right hand, if you had it outside of your right foot, can stay there. Left arm reaches overhead now. So either elbow to knee if you need to modify, or hand down to the ground. Pull the left arm back, look up to the sky just to get the revolution of the heart, but then gaze back wherever is most comfortable for your body. Beautiful. We'll take it a little bit further. So press into the right foot, walk the right hand forward, lift off of your back toes, turn it into half moon. If you need to, you can be on the right knee here. Try to pull the left hip back so it's over the right. Left arm reaches high to the sky. Right side body stayed long. If you like that bound Shavasana that we did last week, you can do that here. Bend a little bit into your right standing leg, bend a whole lot into your left standing leg, and try to catch the foot. Open up the heart to the sky. Pull left shoulder back away from your ear. Release if you had the bind, come back into your half moon. We all step back into extended side angle. Left foot comes back down to the ground. Bring the left hand down to the ground. Heel toe the right foot over again. So in our high lizard, roll forwards and backwards on the back foot. We'll play with a Vashisthasana from here, which is side angle. So first modification, all toes to the right side of the mat. You can stay here and lift the right arm up high to sky. Second option, bring the right foot to stack on the left. Keep the hips high, press into the base of first finger and thumb of the left hand. Third modification, take the right knee to the sky. Left side body is super strong. Gaze is at the wall. If you're modifying with foot down on the ground, you can stay put, or you can step the right foot back behind you, and we find wild thing. If you're in the other two postures, just bring the right foot back down behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together in Wild Thing. You can also be on your left knee as a variation here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, let the head drop heavy. Feel the front side or the front body open up. Feel the right arm heavy as well. Exhale is going to flip us back over into plank pose. It's our first plank pose of the posture. Oh no, it's not. I guess we've had plank the whole time. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Bring the knees down to the ground, chin and chest down to the ground. Slide forward into your lower, higher up dog. Exhale, let's find child's pose. Just a brief pause to rest, to allow those postures to marinate in our body. Slide the hands back alongside the hips and let the forehead rest down on the ground. Notice how left and right feels. With every series, with every sequence, we work with opening as well as strengthening. And then when we work a slower practice, it allows us to experience each posture a little bit more mindfully, but also flow a little bit more gracefully between each posture, which for me is where I find the beauty of the practice, is how can we make the transition from one posture to the next more graceful and beautiful, not for the aesthetic aspect of that, but more because it feels better in our bodies. And of course, everything with yoga is a metaphor for our life off of the mat. So when we are transitioning from one place to another, how we can make those transitions more graceful for ourselves, for others around us. Allows us to find more ease as we make transitions in our lives. Slide your hands forward. We've got one more round and then we're done, yogis. So tuck your toes, lift your hips up high to sky. Shake your head no and nod it yes. Let the heels melt and the heart melt. Next inhale, lift the heels, wave forward to yet another plank. Exhale, drop your hips. Breathe into your heart space. This is up dog. Exhale, left knee comes to the nose. Keep the shoulders over the wrist. Give it a kiss. Inhale, left leg high. Stack and open, bend the leg. Exhale, left knee to the left shoulder. Shift forward, grip the earth. Inhale, rise, stack and open. Bring the knee to the right shoulder as you exhale, shift forward. Last time, rise, stack and open, bend the leg. Knee to nose, foot between hands. Try to heel toe the foot down. I cheat a little bit. I lift off of my left hand just a tad. Inhale, rise up. It's a helpful suggestion. Exhale, left knee forward. Lift the heart now. Look up. Exhale 3 times, elbows down the side bodies. So your shoulder blades slide down your back. 2 more. Inhale, lift you up. Exhale, bring it down. 1 more time. Inhale, find length. Exhale, active cactus the arms. Take your opposite grip behind the back. Interlace fingers, heart opens, lift the fist. Hold there for another inhale. And then exhale, try to find grace and ease as you transition here. Straightening out the left leg, heart forward, draw the belly in. Press the left foot down to the ground strong, squeeze inner thighs. Come only halfway down if this is a balance challenge for you. That's where I'm stopping today as well. Release, slowly bend into the left leg. Right hand comes down to the ground, left arm sweeps forward and up high to sky. Set up this posture so inner thighs squeeze towards each other still. Right shoulder slides away from the ear. Press into the left foot now. Rise up, revolve, crescent pose. Nothing changed in the legs. Exhale, settle a little bit deeper. Press the right heel back. Look back at your left hand. Watch it land on your right thigh. Sweep the right arm back past your right ear. Breathe into your right side body. A big inhale. Exhale, elbow outside of the knee. Left hand presses into the right. So much that the thumbs come to the heart again. Push your left shin forward if you need to get knee over ankle. Slide on your inhale, right arm reaches down towards the ground, left arm to the sky. Feel the right heel pressing towards the back of the room. Open up, everyone. Warrior two. Right heel comes down, heel toe, left foot over. Sweep the right arm back, left arm forward. Bend deep back into the left leg so knee is still over the ankle. Take another inhale. Settle the shin forward as you exhale. Straighten out the left leg, reverse Trikonasana. Sweep the left hand back. Let the right hand rest soft on the right leg. Use your core rather than the connection of the hand to the leg to keep you here. Inhale, rise up, find Trikonasana. Saf your left hip back a little bit and then bring it to your shin or to the ground. Try to lengthen both side bodies. So we try to take curvature out of the spine here by pulling the left hip back. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Active right hand. Press into the left foot, bend into the left leg, slide the left hand forward. Modify here by bringing elbow to knee, extended side angle. Right arm now extends forward. One long line from the right fingertips to the right heel. Look up to the sky, pull your right arm back, slide shoulder down the back. This feels terrible on my neck to stay looking up, so I like to look back down to the ground, but keep the revolution of the heart. If it feels okay, continue to look up. You decide. Press into the left foot, we add on to the flow. It's half moon, glide forward as much as, or as smoothly as you can. Think about, again, smooth transitions. And then make the little adjustments. Pull the left hip back, try to stack right hip over the left. If you're modifying, you can bring the left knee down to the ground and fly the right leg. If you want to take it further, bend into the left leg, your standing leg, bend into the flying leg a whole lot. Catch the foot, push foot into hand. Turn it into a back bend by gazing back up to the sky. Push the foot into the hand, just like we did when we were in the Anjane bind. If you have the bind, gently release, press the heel back, meet everybody in half moon. Bend into the left leg with the right toes, touch back down with control, slide left hand back. Right arm sweeps forward and down to the ground. Heel toe the left foot over. Bring the left hand inside of the left foot. And then it's our lizard pose again. Come forward and backwards on the back foot. So we play with side angle again and we modify. Right hand is going to press to the ground, all toes to the left side of the mat. You can stay put here with the left foot on the ground. Come onto the knife edge of the right foot. Lift the left arm up high to sky. Stay put or bring the left foot to stack on top of right. If you're in this variation, you're standing on the air. That's really flex the toes strong. Third variation, if you want more, is left knee lift to the sky. So it's a floating tree. If you're in floating tree or the leg was extended, bring the left toes down behind you and find wild thing. Another option is to bring the right knee down to the ground and then flip over into your modified wild thing. Heart's lifting, pelvic pubic bone is lifting. Head is dropping heavy. Take one more breath into your front body. And then exhale, flip back over. Left hand comes down, left toes touch down. It's plank pose. Knees, chin, and chest down to the ground. Elbows hug the side bodies. Lift the tailbone to the sky. Glide forward into your lower high or up dog. Exhale, child's pose, everybody. Tuck the toes. Press the hips back to the heels. Extend the fingertips forward, rock the forehead left and right a few times. Notice how the body feels. 2 long flows on each side. Again, incorporating strength as well as postures that allow us to find more space, stretching out the body. So much of our days we spend contracting, sitting at our computers, sitting down, energetically contracting. And so this practice is an opportunity to physically create space in the body which allows the body to soften, which allows the body to feel more easeful, which transcends to the mind, allows your mind to soften and feel more easeful. Draw the belly in. If it's okay to stay with your toes tucked, keep them there. Start to rise up into a seated position. Reach the arms out, widen up, high to sky. Lift the gaze. Take a big inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms again. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. 2 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades. This is another lat pull down. We're going to have the best triceps by the end of this practice. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, cactus the arms this time. Bind again behind the back. Interlace fingers. Press the palms away from you, or the fists away from you. Press the palms together. Take a big inhale into your heart space. And then exhale, bring the fists outside of your left hip. Again, you can untuck the toes if you need to. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Squeeze the left elbow in. So we're pulling space into the right side of your neck. Work a few forward and backwards motions with your chin. So draw the chin towards your left collarbone. Keep ear glued to shoulder. Lift the chin up high to the sky. Mouth open, eyes closed is lovely here. It might feel a little funny, but it might look a little funny, but it feels good. All right. Draw the chin back to the sternum. Release the hands behind, or just release the hands. Reach the shoulders up to the ears and back down and around. Open up the eyes, sweep the arms up high to sky. Exhale, just 1 cactus this time. Take the hands into a bind at the bottom of your exhale. Interlace fingers, press palms together, lift your heart, lift the fists away from your tailbone, and then exhale, bring the fists outside of your right hip, hug right elbow in and drop right ear to the right shoulder, this time opening up the left side of your neck. Pull the belly in just a little bit. And then work the chin towards the right collarbone. Keep right ear glued to the right shoulder. Now chin up high to the sky. Mouth open. Maybe you're even drooling down the right side of your shirt. Close your eyes down. Breathe into the left side of your neck. And then let that go. Chin comes back to the sternum, undo your bind. Again, shoulders lift up to the ears and back down. All right, let's give our feet a little bit of a break. Bring the hands forward, untuck the toes, pitter-patter the feet on your mat. And then swivel your heels to the right side, come down into your bum and extend the legs forward. An hour goes by so fast, yogis. All right, coming into Dandasana, so we want to straighten out the legs. Slide the hips forward a little bit so we're coming onto our sit bones and reach the arms up high to sky. Dandasana is one of my favorite postures because it looks like you're not doing anything, but everything is happening. So squeeze your quadriceps, pull the heels, toes back rather, so that the heels almost lift off of the ground. Draw the belly in, soften the shoulders just a little bit, but spread the fingers wide. Gorgeous. So it's the most active, inactive posture you can imagine. Feel your body working for you here. Keep everything as it is, but start to hinge your body forward. Maybe find a soft bend in the legs, and then go ahead and catch the outside of the feet, or maybe the ankles or the calves, whatever's in your path. Try to keep the lower spine long by reaching your heart forward, just like we did when we were in half Hanuman or when we were in pyramid. The heart's pressing forward like we're going to try to kiss our toes. And if you've got an insanely long body and short legs, you might actually be able to do so. If you can, I'm impressed. Keep flexing the toes. Keep flexing the little toes, especially back, and notice how that creates sensation for your IT bands. Beautiful. Rise up out of that. Reach the arms forward, palms face up. Tuck the tailbone under, and we're going to slowly slide down. We don't have hardly any more time. So We're going to do a few more things on our back and then we're done, yogis. So come down vertebrae by vertebrae. We didn't do any like just specific core work. So this is it. Pull the belly into the spine. We're only halfway down at this point. Slowly, slowly coming down. Mid back is down. And now upper back and shoulders. Once you're down on the ground, reach the arms overhead, point your toes, stretch the whole body long. See if you can feel your body infused with the space that we've invited in with this movement and with our breath. And then exhale, bring the knees into the chest, one at a time or both at the same time. Cross arms, catch opposite elbows, or take the hands to the knees and rock left and right a few times. Release the arms out long now, palms press away or down to the ground so the arms are perpendicular to the body. Reach the right leg around the left, we'll Garudasana. If it's accessible to you, bring the right shin behind the left calf, scoot your hips to the right, press the right shoulder down to the ground, and then drop your heavy legs to the left. If this does not feel good, just stack the right leg on the left, but bend the legs. And then maybe you hear another snap, crackle, pop with the low back. Look over to your right hand if that feels okay, and then close your eyes down. Try to keep the right shoulder connected, so that might very well mean your knees are floating. What's holding them up is your core strength. But even though you have some activity in the core, can you soften the rest of your body? Let's inhale to rise out of that. Unwrap the right leg around the left, plant the left foot, and find figure four pose. Take your right hand to your right hip crease, so right where your leg connects to the torso. So not up by the knee, but right where it connects to the torso, and try to push your right arm straight. So we're trying to physically create space in the hip joint now. And then draw the left knee into the chest. If you'd like to, interlace fingers over the shin or your hamstrings. Push your right elbow into the right knee if you can, and pull the left knee in a little bit closer. So this should feel super nice and juicy around your low back and your outer hip and glute on the right side. Take one more breath, push the right knee away from you a little bit more. And then we gotta even ourselves out. So undo that, left leg around the right, extend the arms long, hips to the left. And again, press the left shoulder down to the ground, let the knees come to the right. Gaze over to your left hand. Try to keep connection of the shoulder to the ground and use your core strength to lift the knees, just soften towards the ground, but still likely floating. Come back to center on your next inhale, unfurl the legs, right foot plant, left ankle to the right thigh. Figure four, flex the left toes, place the left hand right at your hip crease and try to press the left arm straight. Again, if you have super long arms, that might be not accessible to you. So we're trying to open up the left hip joint. And then go ahead and take your bind. So bring the right knee into the chest, either hands to the back of your thigh or to your shin. Try to push left elbow to the left knee, and then use your next three exhales to pull the right knee in and push the left knee away. Again, going for outer hip opening now. Low back release, glute release. After your third exhale, release what you've got, hug the knees into the chest one last time. Take a moment here to give yourself thanks for acknowledging yourself, for taking the time to be actively mindful of your breath, to be attentive to your body. And then gently release into your Shavasana. Take up space this morning. Let the legs come out wider than your mat. Let the arms come out wide, just like they were when we were twisting, palms face up. Close your eyes down and open up the mouth. Soften in the jaw and soften in the shoulders. Focus on the space between your eyebrows, your third eye, your place of intuition, and soften completely there. Allow your body to surrender to the force of gravity, to be completely supported by the earth underneath you. Knowing that there is no work to do in this moment in time. That the effort and grace that you found in your body are percolating now. Feeling the body in a place of greater ease, of greater softness. But not without effort. That effort exists as well. So maybe there's a mix of fatigue as well as excitement or energeticness. Take 3 more long breaths on your own. And then bring your hands to your heart into Anjali Mudra. Again, thank yourself for taking the time to be in your body and with your breath. And thank everybody who participated from their homes.